Okay, take two. So, I know this is a highly unexpected video coming from me, but I wanted to jump on here and make a little video about the current state of the competitive meta with Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield. I am not a fan of the meta. As someone who would like to get the shinies of the Dynamax Adventure legendaries, because Zacian and Zamazenta are shiny locked, and then all the other legendaries they're either shiny locked or you have to soft reset for days to get them, and I don't want a soft reset. Dynamax Adventures, however, you can get legendaries from all the other Pokemon games, so every legendary is here, but not every mythical is here. And you can only get legendaries in the Dynamax Adventures. I felt like that needed to be clarified. I am currently working on trying to get a shiny Xerneas from Dynamax Adventures. I will only use Pokemon that I have obtained myself. I absolutely refuse to use any Pokemon that has been traded to me. Granted, if it's a starter that I don't have, I will check it, make sure it's not fishy, and I will breed it and use the offspring as my own. I refuse to use other people's Pokemon because you never know when something could be hacked. I'm anti-hacking. However, if you want to use hacked Pokemon, that is fine so long as you keep them out of ranked and out of tournaments. If you use them in casual, fine, it's casual. Who really cares at the end of the day? It's anything goes, literally. But this is not about the casual meta, because people that know me know that I am a competitive player, so I play ranked. I have recently played for this season, July, finally started getting back into competitive for a little bit. I have gotten a grand total of 9 wins, and I have played, I think I've played close to like 35 matches in the last 3 days, I think. Just playing on and off. I've played like 35 matches, I've won 9 of them. Every single match, well, not every match I've lost, because I have lost a few matches to people who were legitimately better than me, which, if you're watching this video, and you're one of those people who beat me without spamming legendaries, this video is not directed towards you. And to the people, if anyone does see this, that beat me without spamming legendaries, who was like using a trick room team or something like that, good game, you got me. And I'm not even upset about the fact that legendaries are allowed to be in the meta. I'm just mad at certain legendaries being unrestricted. Because at the current moment for this ranked series, you're allowed to have up to 2 restricted legendaries on your team. Meaning like the cover legendaries, or the main trio of legendaries. Zacian, Zamazenta, Eternatus, or Reshiram, Zekrom, and Kyurem, those Pokemon, you can have them on your team for ranked. I think that it is completely unfair for Zacian to be to not be restricted. I think it's completely unfair. Because Zacian, okay, I have 1 Pokemon. Out of all of my competitive Pokemon, I have roughly 30. Out of the roughly 30 competitively built Pokemon I have, there is only one only one Pokemon that I have that can tank a Behemoth Blade. And even then, Zacian gets Wild Charge. So, tanky Vaporeon will not work. The only counter that I have been able to find for Zacian is Choice Scarf Dracovish with Vicious Rend. Give it a hasty nature, give it a Choice Scarf, give it max speed and attack EVs, and 6 perfect IVs. That's the only possible way to really take out Zacian without focusing all of your Pokemon on taking it down. And on top of that, Zacian is capable of sweeping your entire team. Okay? Zacian can take out every single Pokemon you're using. Tell me that that's fair. I would like someone to explain to me how that is even in the slightest bit fair, because it's not. Okay? I made a competitive Vaporeon build. It's very tanky, by the way. Zacian just gets Wild Charge. Has an unfair move pool. I don't get it. The ability is cool, okay? It makes sense. It's like Zamazenta, where Zamazenta's ability raises its defense. Now, I am a Shield player. I got Pokemon Shield because I prefer Zamazenta over Zacian. However, I don't think that Zacian should be as broken as he is. I think Zacian deserves a nerf. Behemoth Blade should not be the only strategy for ranked. The only way that I really lose most of my games, I'd say about 8 out of 10 games that I lose are because people are just like, haha, Behemoth Blade go burr. And if it's not because they went Behemoth Blade go burr, it's because I finally took out their Zacian, and then I lost because it was a 1v3. So I don't think it's very fair. I have heard that Volcarona is a good counter to Zacian, but I have yet to put that to the test. I will probably test that eventually, but at the moment, I prefer to use Pokemon that I like. So for instance, I know a lot of people say that the evolutions are not good for competitive. I have won matches with Leafeon. I actually won a match with Leafeon earlier. It was a single battle. I've gotten quite a few wins with Vaporeon. It's a tanky Vaporeon build. It is, I forget the nature, but it's max special attack and max HP EVs. And I gave it Scald, Aurora Beam, Protect, and Dig. And it's actually really good. It's extremely bulky. And when I say extremely bulky, I'm talking almost 500 health Dynamaxed. Which, by the way, Dynamax Vaporeon, it's definitely worth trying out. Like, if you want to do some off-meta experimentation with a water type, Vaporeon is very good. But my purpose of this video is not for Vaporeon. And it's not just Zacian that's the problem, because people run like Weakness Policy Solgaleo or Lunala, or they'll run both of them on the same team, which, if you're unlucky, like me, and you get put against someone who runs Solgaleo and Lunala on the same team, yeah, GG, you might as well hit that forfeit button. Then there's Xerneas with Power Herb, which even Wolfie has said, Wolfie VGC, aka Wolfblick, even he said Xerneas should not be able to have Power Herb Geomancy. It's not fair, because you can max out your stats in one turn with a move that takes 2 turns to use, because Power Herb will let you use a charge up attack on the same turn that you start charging up. So Xerneas can just turn 1 Geomancy, turn whatever, wipe out your whole team because of Power Herb. And then there's the tedious, annoying ones that require some setup, like Landorus and Thundurus. Those two are very annoying, but they're not anywhere close to as bad as the people that spam like Dialga or Zacian or Lunala and Solgaleo or Necrozma or any of them. So I just wanted to come on here real quick and make this video because I am an off-meta player. I don't use what's meta, I use what I want to use, and I use it to the best of my ability, and I make it really good. And I have some extremely good off-meta builds, by the way. My Inteleon build, specifically, is really good. Vaporeon, as I've said. I know, like, Dragapult and Dracovish are meta, but I like them. They're actually pretty cool. I am a very big Dragon-type person. I love Dragon types. But, yeah, if anyone wants to come at me and say that I'm bad because I can't take out Zacian, you're probably right, okay? I'm gonna sit here and be honest. You're probably right, because I cannot, for the life of me, find a counter to Zacian. So if any of you know a good counter for Zacian, please let me know in the comments, because I am very much in need of some advice, I guess you could say. because I could find counters for roughly everything else, just not Zacian. With that being said, this video is over. I'll catch you guys in the next one.